Hey guys, it's me Anshika. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through a couple of study days or study sessions in my life. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Right now, I'm taking one of the quizzes for my mechanics modules. This particular quiz weighted about 6% of our final grade for that module. So I'm just in the library taking that quiz. The questions are on my laptop and I'm trying to solve them on my notebook. I did end up getting 100% on this quiz, so that was pretty great. Here I'm just taking notes for my materials module that I have this semester. I think this topic is called properties of composites. So I'm just taking some notes for that. I'm in the engineering building where I booked a room for a couple of hours just to get this done. So I'm just doing that right now. And as you can see, while I study and film for my YouTube channel, I also like watching study vlogs of other YouTubers. So that's what's open on that other window right there, is another like study vlog or day in my life vlog. I'm not sure which YouTuber I was watching, but if you guys can identify who it is, feel free to take a guess on who it is. That's what I'm doing right now. I love drinking iced tea while I study like these past couple of months, and I feel like now it's also become kind of like a placebo effect, in the sense that while I study I always drink it, so now whenever I drink it I feel like studying. So that's just a weird thing. And now that I'm editing this and my exams are over, semester is over, I'm realizing that even now when I drink iced tea, even though I'm not studying for anything anymore, I still kind of like get an urge to sit down at my desk or like make a to-do list or do something. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. And yeah, I'm just taking notes. So I thought while I do voiceovers for this vlog, just to not make it boring, I'm gonna answer some of the questions that people ask me very often. Some of my juniors who are doing IB ask me this a lot, whether they personally text me or whether somebody asks me this in person. A lot of my peers ask this. So I thought I'll like address some of these questions just to make interesting content. So before I get into that, in this clip I'm taking more notes for the materials module. I think this is the next chapter because the color of my highlighter changed. And if you didn't know, I am one of those people who uses different colors for different chapters. So I'm currently, I think, in the main library doing that. So one of the questions that I get very often that I wanted to address is, how do I stay productive for so long? Or like, how do I remain seated in one place doing taking notes, or like, doing assignments for like maybe say 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours at a stretch. And I think the answer to that is that I don't rely on motivation a lot. I instead rely on kind of forcing myself into it, whether it's by making like schedules, whether it's by making a to-do list every night or even every morning, just so that if I see I have a lot of work to do, or I have such a tight schedule that I need to follow in order to not fall behind, then I kind of am forced to do that work even if I don't necessarily feel like doing it. And the second tip that I have for staying on top of your work, of course, other than what I normally say of making a schedule, making a to-do list, would be to definitely have a study buddy. So I have a study buddy who's in all my classes. So that keeps me on top of a lot of my work, because if I see somebody else studying for that particular class, then I'm like, oh, this person's doing so much for this class, I should be putting in that much effort as well. It's not healthy to compare yourself to them in terms of the grades you get, but in terms of the effort somebody else is putting. So I think that is something that could really help, is if you just see somebody else doing a lot of work, or somebody else who's like to hold you accountable for whether you submitted something or not, whether you prepared for some test or not. So I think having that will really help a lot with your motivation and your discipline in studying for every class and module. So that's definitely important. Another thing, like I said, earlier is about like having your own like study snacks and stuff. So like I talked about iced tea. I also like eating brownie bites sometimes while I study, not often but sometimes because it's not very healthy. Or if you put like a fruit in particular, maybe eat that fruit every time you do a study session, so that will kind of force your brain to think that it's time to study. Just small cues like that that you can give to your brain to help get in the mindset of wanting to study. And of course, sometimes all else fails, and it's just like pure motivation and using Forest, which is an app that I use very often for productivity. So I will link it in the description below. Go check it out. It's a really good app, and just sometimes all else fails, and I just have to rely on like not wanting to kill that tree to get through a study session. When those are times when my study sessions are like 40-50 minutes and not 2 hours, because I just can't sit there for 2 hours at all. Coming back to the video, I'm currently selecting the perfect study playlist, which I have a bunch of on Spotify because I just can't study in noisy places without having my earphones in. And then you saw me earlier assembling all my notes into this blue folder. These are all for my materials module because I started off the semester doing them all in a notebook, but then they got too many to fit in that notebook, so I had to take them all out and put them all in this binder. So I'm just going through my notes there and revising for them by making like summaries on my laptop. And while I talk about that, I'm so glad that my laptop converts into like a tab, so I can like write on it, and it also comes with a pen so I can write, which is super helpful because for like my maths modules, all my notes are digital. For a lot of my classes, my summaries and quizzes and tutorial sheets and stuff are digital, so that really helps with that a lot. I can't remember the exact name of my laptop. I know it's the HP NV700 or something like that. I don't remember the exact like model number and stuff, so I will make sure to put that in the description because a lot of people ask me what laptop I have. It's also the i7 one. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, obviously. And stay tuned for another video. I will see you guys in that one.